Hey everyone, and welcome to today's workshop, Email Marketing 101 for handmade sellers, artists, and designers. I'm Kaylee Edwards, and if you're here, it means you're ready to grow your creative business beyond relying solely on Etsy, Instagram, or hoping people will stumble across your shop. Tell me in the comments how many of you already have an email list. Drop a yes or a no if this is all new to you. Whether you have an email list or are just starting, this workshop will show you why email marketing is essential for selling handmade products, art, and digital designs, how to build an engaged email list with the right subscribers, what to send your subscribers to keep them excited and ready to buy, how to write emails that actually convert into sales, and by the end, you'll have a solid plan to create and use your email list effectively. So for people who don't know me, I'm born in Wales with Scottish heritage from my mum's side. I have deep-rooted love for countryside and nature, which often inspires my work, with a passion for fantasy and a keen eye for strategic insights. I've dedicated my recent career to empowering handmade sellers, artists, and designers like you to build sustainable creative businesses, balancing life as a parent and a partner to a hardworking night shift worker and navigating demands of parenting to a toddler at the moment. I'm on the journey of time management and smart marketing strategies. My mission is to equip you with the tools and knowledge to turn your creative passions into sustainable business, tailored to fit the unique challenges and aspirations of your creativeness. So, why email marketing? It's a question that you always get. Let's start with the huge reality check. Social media is great, but only 1 to 5% of your followers actually see your posts. That means if you have 1,000 Instagram followers, only about 10 to 50 people actually see what you post, which is mad. With email, though, 40 to 50% of your subscribers will open your email. For example, Etsy recently changed its algorithms, causing a drop in traffic for many sellers. Those with strong email lists weren't as badly affected because they can still reach their audience and past customers. And customers who join your email list are 3 times more likely to buy again than one-time buyers. A question for you. When was the last time you saw something you loved on Instagram, saved it, but then completely forgot about it? Me too. But if you had an email list from that shop owner reminding you of the perfect gift, you'd be way more likely to buy. That's the power of email marketing. It often takes 5 to 12 meaningful touch points before someone is ready to buy from you, especially if they're new to your work. Whether you're selling art, handmade gifts, or digital downloads, your emails build that trust. Each message is a gentle nudge reminding your audience who you are and how your work can bring beauty, meaning, or joy to their lives. People rarely buy the first time they see your product, especially with handmade or artistic work. It's emotional, personal, and sometimes they need to see it in their space before they can picture buying it. That's why mock-ups come in. And that's why email marketing is so powerful. It creates a connection and it creates those multiple touch points that help build trust and spark that decision to buy. Think of every email as a chance to connect, inspire, and show your creative process or customer stories. Potential customer journey could be this example here. Touch point 1, a shopper discovers your work through Instagram, Pinterest, Etsy, or your online shop. Touch point 2, they're offered a valuable freebie like a discount code, printable art, or exclusive style guide in exchange for that email. Touch point 3, they receive a beautifully designed freebie delivery email that not only delivers on the promise, but also links to a behind-the-scenes blog post, a time-lapse video, or your story as a maker. Touch points 4 to 6 could be a warm welcome sequence, build trust by sharing your process, custom testimonials, and best-selling products. Touch points 7 to 10 could be your regular email newsletters or seasonal updates with highlights to new collections, stories behind your art, or time-limited offers. And then touch points 11 onwards, these could be subscribers now who know, like, and trust you. When you launch something new or run a flash sale, they're ready to buy from you. So another potential customer journey, Instagram post, a freebie email, your story, a customer story, featured project, and then a flash sale. So people don't buy from artists or handmade brands. They connect with them. And connection takes time. These touch points help build that relationship. So whether it's your Instagram post, a welcome email, or a holiday launch announcement, every email helps someone go from just browsing to ready to buy. Think about your own customer journey. How many times did you revisit a handmade piece before buying it? This is your reminder that every email you send is part of a beautiful, intentional story arc that invites people deeper into your world. And handmade and creative products often carry emotional or aesthetic value, which means buyers need more time, inspiration, and connection before they're ready to purchase. And sometimes it speaks to their personality or their style or their identity. And unlike mass-produced products, handmade or artistic pieces aren't impulse buys. They can be, but it's very rare. People want to feel connected to the story, the maker, and the meaning behind the piece. Email marketing gives you the space to do that. It allows you to take your time, share your journey, and build a genuine relationship with your audience. That's what turns browsers into buyers and buyers into collectors. Email marketing is a powerful tool for creatives. Once you've built and nurtured your list, a single email can lead to a surge in sales, whether it's a new product launch, a flash sale, or a special promotion. Your subscribers are already interested in what you offer, and the numbers back this up. On average, for every dollar spent on email marketing, businesses see a return of $36. That's a 3,600% return on investment. So if you're looking to boost your sales without spending a fortune on ads, email marketing is the way to go. Why email marketing? So because your business needs a safety net. This one is personal. I've seen so many creatives build their businesses on Etsy or social media only to wake up one day and find their shop flagged or their account limited or closed, and sometimes for no clear reason. This was a mistake I made in the beginning myself. Not having an email list puts you at risk. That's why having an email list is like having a backup generator for your business. No matter what happens on Instagram or Etsy, you can still connect with your audience, promote your work, and make sales because you own that list. Ad accounts get restricted. Social media reach can vanish overnight due to algorithm changes. Platforms like Etsy or Instagram can suspend or limit your visibility. But your email list, that's yours. It's your direct line to customers who've already said they want to hear from you. No algorithms, no middleman. All right, let's talk tools. Choosing the right email platform is super important, especially for those of us in the handmade or creative world. You want something that's easy to use, beautiful to design with, and lets you grow without paying a fortune up front, at the beginning at least. What features are most relevant for creatives? You still want to focus on price, usability, and the campaign design. So whether it's a drag and drop builder, HTML editor, whether they've got beautiful templates that you can use to start off with. List growth, you want to make sure that it has like landing page builders. Can you have custom domains, forms, and pop-ups for your website? Relevant messaging, automation. Does it have automation? Does it allow you to personalize and tag, segment your audience? So creating more personalization. Unsubscribe pages and dynamic content blocks. I know it seems all techie, but interactive elements. Can you do surveys? Because not most of them don't do that. MailerLite does have that feature, which is great, and I use that. And some of the all-in-one platforms do use their own surveys, but you may have to integrate. So does it integrate well with other quizzes and survey softwares? Campaign optimization, A/B testing, auto resend, or delivery by time zone. This could be a good one for personalizing for people. And then customer support. Do they have great customer support? So here are my current recommendations. I have personally used MailerLite, and I've tried out Email Octopus, and that's great. ConvertKit and Aweber are another great ones. My client uses ConvertKit, and we are getting that. There's some niggly bits, but that is just because she's so used to using Flowdesk that we had before. But we transferred it over because she was outgrowing Flowdesk. MailerLite, this one's perfect if you're just starting. It's free for smaller lists, and it's super user-friendly with great automation options. However, on the free plan, you don't get templates. I think you might get one. And so you have to make sure that you know how to create beautiful looking emails. ConvertKit, ideal if you're selling digital products and even e-commerce products and want more advanced tagging and segmentation. So it's made for creators like us. This is the one my client uses and moved to from Flowdesk, so she could personalize and segment more her audience because she has a few different kind of categories of audience. Flowdesk, it's still great and hands down the most visually stunning platform. Your emails will look like art, which is perfect if design matters to your brand more than the automation and integrations. Klaviyo is a favorite for among some Etsy sellers or anyone doing higher volume e-commerce. It syncs with your shop and can send super targeted emails as well. Aweber, they've added features tailored for Etsy, so it's worth checking out if you sell there. And Email Octopus, this is one that's gaining traction. It's super beginner friendly, and they're rolling out some fun features like customizable graphics that include your subscriber's name. Really fun for personal touches. And you could probably put like birthday dates and stuff for personalized messages for birthdays. But remember, pick the platform that matches your tech comfort zone and your stage of business. You can always switch later as you grow, but it's more important just to start. Please start your email list if you haven't already. Now that we know why email is so important, let's talk about the terminology and KPIs. And I know this is a bit techy, but I will try and make it as super simple as possible. So there's some terminology that you need to know when doing email marketing. Open rate. This is emails opened by emails delivered. So it tells you how many people are actually opening your email. A normal open rate is typically between 15 to 30%. But I've had higher results with my client and myself, and you can, if you're sending good quality emails out and your subscribers are engaged, you can get up to about 60%. Anything less than that should encourage you to take a hard look at your subject line and preview text copy. There's a free subject line generator tools. So reply.io and activecampaign.com has one, sumo.com, and there's I think it's just called subject line generator. And an important update, because of the iOS 15 update, that's going to stop pixel tracking mail. Marketers will no longer be able to rely on open rates. This is why there is even more focus on the email click-through rate and how to boost it now. So this brings me on to click-through rate. So this is unique clicks. So when you've got links in your email, this tells you how many people are actually opening your email and clicking through. How to improve your click-through rate. So find a good time, typically good is between 9 and 11 a.m. and 5 to 6 p.m. and days that works well for you, and stick with a consistent schedule. So you need to make sure that you're checking your analytics in the dashboard of your email provider, and that you're checking to see when is best to be sending. So try and experiment with days and some times and just see which one you get a higher click-through rate and higher open rate. Write a curiosity sparking preview text and subject line. Include 1 to 2 clear call to actions prominently. Have a goal for your email. Is it to drive people to a sale? Then make sure most of your links are and buttons are to that sales page. And be consistent in your tonality and always try to provide value. Infuse a sense of urgency if you're doing sales, and keep your list clean. Click to open rate. Some providers don't actually do this, but some actually provide the number of subscribers that click through your email compared to the total number of subscribers that actually opened up the email to begin with. This metric allows you to gain insight into how your content is performing in terms of relevancy and context. And a CTOR around 10 to 15% is considered good. If your emails perform clearly below that, it's time to revisit your copy and assess if the content you provide is valuable and relevant for your subscribers. Email conversion rate. The number one goal, the number of goal actions taken by recipients over the number of delivered emails. So this measures the percentage of subscribers who complete a goal action. So what was the goal for your email? Depending on your offer, a conversion rate between 3 to 8% is considered good. If your click-through rates are good, but your conversion rates are low, you might need to work on the sales page or the offer itself. List growth rate, so unsubscribed users over emails sent. So it measures how many people opt out from an email list. Generally, an unsubscribe rate below 0.5% is a good unsubscribe rate for an email campaign. A rate below 0.2% typically indicates that you are within the norm, and a rate of 0.5% means you have some work to do. But this can be skewed because the more people on your list, sometimes that can be a little bit more skewed in the fact that who are freebie seekers, and especially with the more promotions you do. And you'll see a higher rate around Christmas time and January time because people are cleaning their lists a lot. Email deliverability, you can check this with the mailgenius.com. So are your emails landing in the spam folder? This is obviously something you want to avoid. So send a test email to see your email deliverability and what you can improve. Your goal should be about 100% inbox deliverability rate. If it goes below this, you should closely examine your spam score and bounce rates to determine where the issue is and how to correct it. And making sure that you're not blacklisted is a good check. So check with whatismyipaddress.com/blacklist check. So send relevant emails. Send emails that are relevant and engaging. This will reduce your spam complaints and keep your list engaged. Use the list unsubscribe header. Allowing your subscribers to unsubscribe easily will reduce spam complaints. I suggest using an email service provider that automatically supports these headers and footers. You know, when you go scroll down and you have the unsubscribe button or link at the bottom, that's what you need to make sure that you've got in your emails. That is a legal requirement. And don't email inactive subscribers. So remove any subscribers who haven't opened or clicked any of your emails in the last 3 months. This will improve your domain reputation and reduce the likelihood of hitting spam traps in the future. There's an example of a delivery score. So the top reasons why people unsubscribe: they never signed up, or they didn't realize they signed up for your email list. You're emailing them too often. They can't properly view your email. Your email is too cluttered or looks unprofessional. The content isn't relevant to them. You're always just trying to sell them something, and they feel your content is unoriginal or repetitive. And another one I've found is if the color scheme isn't great. If something is too bright or clashes too much, that can also scream to people as in spam. This is someone's trying to sell me something. Another one to look out for is bounce rate. So this is returned emails over the sent emails. This shows how many emails were not delivered to an email address because it was returned by the mail server. If your bounce rate is over 2%, it may be time to evaluate your list creation strategy and focus on using permission-based or opt-in data. You should also pay attention to whether your bounces are hard or soft and remove hard bounce email addresses promptly. This can be a bit skewed sometimes because it could genuinely be the email service provider that's the problem, because there has been some issues with some of the, like Gmail, Yahoo, you've got them, and Outlook. Some of them have issues with returning the email. Sometimes it's not your fault, but you do get that. And it could literally be because a customer has given you the wrong email address. So that's a hard bounce. Or maybe they've given you an email address that they don't really use and they only use it for getting freebies. Or now that we know why email is so important, let's talk about how to actually get people onto your email list. So some strategic list building: lead magnets, ideas for handmade sellers and artists, exclusive discounts, so get 10% off your first order, printable freebies, so download a free art print, planner sheet, sticker set, style guides and lookbooks, get my guide, 5 ways to style handmade jewelry, behind the scenes access, so see how I create my artwork. I would probably do like some bonuses, giveaway entry, so join my VIP email list for a chance to win a custom piece. So things like that can get people onto your email list. But don't just do freebies. Maybe some low ticket products as well. So low ticket can be in the range of like $5 to $99. So in that range, that is kind of like it's more of an impulse buy. It's more of a no-brainer price for what they're getting kind of thing. So if they're getting maybe a print of your artwork that is limited edition and it's $50, that is what you'd call a low ticket. And it's something that people might actually buy and get on your email list for. You're getting the email after they've purchased. So that's how you're getting their email address. And the biggest mistake I see is people just put a join my newsletter button on their website. No one is signing up for newsletters just for fun. You have to give them a reason. So instead, you need to offer something valuable So like I showed you here. So think about your own business. What could you offer as an incentive? Write down 1 to 2 ideas that would work for your audience. Take a second and think, what could you offer your ideal customer that feels like a little gift or inside peek into your world? You can pause the video and jot down a few ideas, or let me know in the comments what kind of freebie you're thinking of creating. I'd love to hear and give you feedback. And what emails should you send? So once somebody joins your list, what do you need to send them? These are 5 key email sequences every creative business should have. A welcome sequence to introduce new subscribers and make them feel at home. A post-purchase sequence to thank customers and encourage repeat buyers. An abandoned cart sequence to recover lost sales, which is super important. A seasonal or promotional sequence to run flash sales and special events, and re-engagement sequence for those not engaging with your emails anymore. So I'll break these down and give you some examples you can use. So your welcome sequence, this is the most important email series because it sets the tone for your relationship with your subscriber. For creatives, your welcome sequence is your chance to show off the heart and soul behind your work. You're not just selling a product, you're selling a story, a vibe, a piece of your artistic voice. These emails are where your subscribers fall in love with your brand and get that I need this in my life feeling. Think of it as your brand's first impression and make it count. The goal, this builds trust, tell your story, showcase your work, lead subscribers to explore or buy from your shop or site. A example sequence, freebie delivery plus setting the stage, over deliver. So this will be deliver the promised discount, freebie or digital good. Thank them warmly. Set expectations. What kinds of emails they will receive. How often. And what kind of content behind the scenes, new collections or VIP offers. Email 2. Meet the maker. Your story. Your artistic values. Share why you started your business and what you stand for. Include a photo or a quick video of you at work. And it's super important to put your picture on your emails in the header or in the footer so people know who you are and they get to know and trust you. And include a call to action. Come see my latest work or follow me behind the scenes on Instagram. Email 3, value in action. So styling tips, behind the scenes or care instructions. Share how customers can style, display or use your work. Link to a blog post or a video tutorial if relevant. And a call to action, see how others are styling their product, or check out my most loved pieces. Email 4, social proof, testimonials, reviews, customer spotlights. This builds trust with kind words from past buyers. Bonus if you include customer photos or social media features, and a big bonus is if you can get a video testimonial, which I know not many people will get, but it is encouraged. A call to action, find your next favorite piece or explore my 5-star rated designs. Email 5, offer invitation, so showcase your products and bestsellers, highlight your most popular pieces or launch a specific collection. Optional, include a limited time offer, such as your 10% welcome coupon expires in 48 hours. Call to action, shop now or discover my collection. And then email 6, optional, last call reminder plus a bonus. So reiterate the limited time offer if one was used. Remind them what makes your work special and handcrafted. And call to action, don't miss out on owning something truly unique. The welcome sequence template bonus will be in the description. Post-purchase emails, so turning one-time buyers into repeat customers. One of the easiest ways to grow your business and increase repeat sales is by taking really good care of your customers after they buy. Think about it. If someone's already chosen your work once, they're way more likely to buy again, but only if you keep the relationship going. That's why I love this simple 3 email post-purchase sequence. It's like a digital hug after a sale. The first email thanks them and confirms their order. It sets expectations and feels human, not robotic. The second email gives them value, whether it's a care instructions or styling inspiration. You're helping them make the most of their purchase. And the third one invites them to engage, share photos, leave a review, or tag you on social media. That creates social proof and makes them feel seen. I always say your customers should feel like VIPs. This email sequence does that with heart and ease. Your best customers, people who already bought from you. Use this follow-up email sequence to deliver a great customer experience, increase repeat purchases, and collect user-generated content to help you sell further. An abandoned cart email series. So recover your lost sales. So let's talk about something that happens all the time. Abandoned carts. Imagine someone finds your art, print, or handmade earrings, adds them to the cart, and then life happens. They walk away, interrupted by a toddler. That is my daily, my daily thing. That doesn't mean they weren't interested. It just means they needed a nudge. That's what abandoned cart emails are for. They gently say, "Hey, remember this beautiful thing you loved? You've left it in your cart." Did you know that 70% of shoppers abandon their carts? That means if 10 people add your product to their cart, only 3 will complete the purchase. Here's a simple 3 email sequence you can use to bring those buyers back. First, send a quick reminder a few hours after they abandon the cart, just a soft nudge, just to remind them. Example, oops, you left something behind. Remind them of the item. Include a beautiful image to reiterate the desire, and a call to action. Take another look, or your one-off kind piece is still waiting. The next day, offer a small incentive, like 10% off. This works really well, especially if your item is unique or has a limited stock. So example, still thinking about it, here's 10% off. Claim your discount before it's gone. Email 3, last chance, your cart expires tonight. Sent 48 hours later. Create urgency, add personality with your tone. I'd hate for you to miss out on this beauty. Call to action, grab it now before it disappears. And don't forget to use beautiful images of your products. We're artists and makers, visuals sell our work. A quick question for you. Have you ever gone back to complete a purchase because of an abandoned cart email? I have. I need that reminder sometimes. I'd love to hear your story in the comments, especially if the email was clever or really well designed. Another sequence that you need: seasonal campaigns and flash sales, which boosts sales during peak moments. Handmade businesses thrive during seasonal events and holidays because people love meaningful and personal gifts. So it's like planning your email promotions around holiday gift ideas, Christmas, Hanukkah, winter gifting, Valentine's Day specials for partners or galentines, spring and summer collection launches, so light, fresh, floral themes, graduation, weddings, Mother's Day, Father's Day, and your own milestones, anniversaries, launches, birthday sales. If your birthday's coming up, create a sale around your birthday. Seasonal promotions and flash sales are golden opportunities for creatives like us. Why? Because when people are shopping for gifts, home updates, or seasonal vibes, they're looking for exactly what you create. And unlike big box retailers, you offer something personal, one of a kind, or custom. That's powerful. But here's the secret. You've got to plan ahead. If you want to sell for Christmas, you can't wait until December 20th. Start promoting in late November. If you want to sell for Valentine's Day, start by mid to late January. Think of these campaigns as little spotlights that shine on your shop during moments when buyers are already ready to spend. Here are a few types of campaigns you can send. A curated gift guide email that helps people shop by theme. So, for example, for her, under £30, gifts for art lovers, a limited time flash sale to move seasonal stock or reward your list with exclusive deal. A personal story or seasonal memory that segues into your product. So storytelling plus promotion equals magic. And don't forget your subject lines. Make them pop with a bit of emotion or curiosity. Something like, this just dropped, my spring collection is here. Need a thoughtful gift, I've got you. Your goal is to make people feel like they've found something special, because they have. Let's talk about the quiet ones. Those subscribers who joined your list but haven't opened an email in a while. It's easy to feel discouraged or even want to ignore them. But a re-engagement sequence can either bring them back or help you clean your list and stop paying for inactive emails. This isn't about guilt tripping. It's about giving them a friendly nudge and asking, hey, do you still want to hear from me? In your first email, keep it simple. A warm tone, a gentle call to action. Click here to stay on the list. Reassurance that you'll respect their inbox either way. In the second email, you can highlight something they've missed, like a new collection, a freebie, or a sale. Give them a reason to re-engage. And finally, send a short goodbye for now message, unless they click the button to stay. This helps you keep your list clean and focused on your most engaged fans. And remember, your email list is like your studio audience. You want people who are truly listening and excited to hear from you. So broadcast and nurturing. This will be sending newsletters like weekly, keeping people updated on your list. So I try to send valuable emails 1 times per week. Sometimes with my current situation with my toddler and family, sometimes that's once every other week. But I really do try and make it 1 times a week. Most of my emails guide my subscribers to a valuable piece of content, like my podcast, and any updates and stories going on in my life, and with some little offers that I may have. This helps me to identify winning topics and high converting emails, and I like to keep adding proven emails to my welcome sequences, and I resend emails with different subject lines to people that didn't open. So all right, so now you've got the tools, you know how to grow your list and what emails to send and how to connect with your ideal audience. Next, you need to choose your email platform if you haven't already. Create a lead magnet or a low ticket product your audience will love. Use the welcome templates I shared below in the description to start nurturing your list. And most importantly, commit to sending 1 email a week to build that connection. But if you're sitting there thinking, I still feel overwhelmed, what do I do? What do I send? What do I do next? How do I actually grow this into sales? Then you don't have to do it alone. Let me introduce you to the Spellweaver Creative Hub. Your next step if you want deeper support and real progress. The Spellweaver Creative Hub is my membership community for handmade creators, artists, and crafters, and even digital artists and designers, especially those of you who want to grow your business your way. It's where strategy meets simplicity, where templates meet mindset, and where community meets creativity. Inside, you'll find resources, challenges, and step-by-step guidance made just for creatives like you. If you're introverted, overwhelmed by marketing, or unsure where to focus, this is the space for you. We focus on marketing strategies that don't feel pushy, step-by-step guidance so you're never stuck, exclusive workshops, challenges, and templates, a creative community that actually gets what you do. And as a founding member, you even get to help shape the direction of the membership. At the time of this recording, here's what already is waiting inside. The Handmade to Scalable course, which is my signature course that I've been creating. It's perfect for turning your creative passion into a profitable plan. The workshop and challenge replays like the email list kickstart challenge, the visibility blueprint. And yes, you get access to every upcoming training I release. You don't have to buy anything else. It's all included in the membership. I've also packed the hub with ready-to-use tools to save you time and help you take action. Email templates, audience guides, opt-in planners, social media calendars, and 365 days of post ideas. Everything is tailored to handmade and creative businesses. No fluff, just practical resources. Each month, I drop new content based on what you need. Templates, resources, replays, quick wins, guest expert sessions on marketing, mindset, automation, and more. This membership is designed to grow with you, because as your business evolves, your support system should too. And because this is still just beginning, as the time of recording, here's what's on the way. Email newsletter course, custom loyalty blueprint planner, a unique selling proposition workshop, and local marketing playbooks, and so much more. When you join today, you'll be first in line for every new resource, template, and training that I do. The 3 core content pillars in the membership, everything inside the hub is built on 3 of these that are the foundation of any thriving creative business. Smart marketing without the overwhelm, so social media, selling handmade and digital products, email marketing, collaborations, visibility strategies, sustainable business growth, productivity, pricing, scaling, automation, streamlining your creative businesses without the burnout, and a confident creative mindset, because how you think shapes how you show up. If you're juggling creative work with life, family, and running a business, or with chronic illness like I am, these 3 pillars are here to support you every step of the way. So why join now? Now is the best time to join Spellweaver Creative Hub, because you get founding member pricing before it goes up. You get immediate access for trainings and templates. You get to shape the community with your voice and needs. So if you're ready to stop spinning your wheels and start building a business that reflects your creativity and supports your life, come join us inside. The link will be right down below in the video, whether you're watching on YouTube or inside the course portal. Thank you so much for spending this time with me, and I hope this workshop has inspired you to start or strengthen your email marketing with more confidence. Your work deserves to be seen, and your business deserves to thrive. If you have questions, feel free to drop them in the comments. I'll be checking and replying, and if this spoke to you, don't wait. Join us in Spellweaver Creative Hub. Until next time, keep creating and keep sharing your magic. You've got this.